Hello, beautiful shining souls. Thank you so much for playing with me. So, in case you have forgotten, because a significant time has passed, last week you responded to my post asking if you want to receive a message from the big you, and you said yes. And I asked you to choose from A to C and from 1 to 7 to receive your message. So if you forgot the choice that you gave me or that you commented last week, you may check out the post, you may go back, or maybe you are feeling called to choose a different letter number combination at the time of watching this video. That is totally okay as well. Okay, so there is no right or wrong answer. There is just a message that is wanting to be received by you from the big you. All right, and so just a disclaimer. So since this is, kind of a collective download, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. All right, so with that, we are going to each choices to give you your message. All right, so we'll start with letter A. All right, so A1, your message for today is: you have been working so hard. You have been working so hard, and you're asked to take a break, to take it, not really take a break, but to take it easy. To take it easy, to give yourself time to enjoy slowing down and being with yourself and really connecting with your inner, who, or insert your name, right? Connected inner you. And also allowing yourself to have those me time, right? Every day, it doesn't need to take long. Sometimes we just need, a minute to breathe, or maybe, 5, 10, 15 minutes every morning as soon as we wake up, right? Just to have that quiet time to connect with our hearts and really ask ourselves, how are we today? Or maybe asking ourselves, what would you want to see today? And allowing that to guide you throughout your day, right? And allowing life to surprise you, holding that intention. Or maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes before you, as you go to sleep, and just praying and also connecting with yourself, right? The message really here is connecting with yourself, right? And just hearing about your day and allowing yourself to to share what you have discovered, what you have learned about yourself, what you're proud of, what you're celebrating about yourself, right? So that is the invitation for you for this week or for this coming month, right? So this is your message, A1. All right, so thank you so much. I hope that this gives value to you as you continue on your day today. Thank you so much again for playing. Peace, love, and light. So next we are going to A2. All right, so A2, your message for today is: there is something that you've been praying, asking for a long time, and maybe because it's taking a while, you're feeling discouraged, or you're feeling down and asking yourself, like, is there still hope that this will come true? Is there still, will there be a rainbow after the rain, so to speak? And yes, the message is yes, there is. All right, your message is to continue doing the good work that you are doing. And also, ask yourself, is there something that could be holding you back or stopping you or hindering you from receiving whatever it is that you are praying for? Let me repeat that again. Is there something within you that is stopping you, blocking you, hindering you from receiving whatever it is you are praying for? Because sometimes, right, our mind is so all in, right? All in, our conscious mind, right, is so all in. We want this, we say it, we set the intention, we have the goal, we are so clear that we want this. However, deep within, if you excavate what is going on inside of you, there may be something that is not 100% sold on you receiving whatever it is that you are praying for whatever reason, right? And I would hazard a guess that it could be something that it's protecting you somehow. Whatever it is, it's not there to sabotage you, but it's actually there because that is how it knows to protect you. Again, take it how it resonates, okay? If it doesn't, leave it, all right? And just be curious. I'm not saying that there is, there may be not, but in asking that question, something may come up, something may arise that is not necessarily about a block or hindrance or whatever, but it's something else. But you are invited to explore this so that it will open up for you. Because asking this question and really going within will shine a light on something that could give you a different perspective on whatever it is that you're praying for or whatever your situation is right now. All right, so that's it for A2. All right, so thank you so much for playing. I hope that this has been helpful. Peace, love, and light. All right, so now we go to A3. Okay, so your message A3 is that whatever you're thinking about, or like whatever goal you have set for yourself for the next month, for the next month or two, okay, sorry. So whatever goal you have set for the next month or two, all right, do it. All right, do it, because I am getting a sense that you've been planning for this for a long time, but you're not really doing, not that you're not doing anything to realize it, but maybe it's not like a priority, or it has been put in the back burner. And the invitation for you is for the next month or two, really put more energy into actualizing, realizing, implementing, executing whatever you have planned. All right, whatever goal you're planning, if it is a project that you've been wanting to do, maybe you're wanting to, I don't know, take yourself out on an adventure. It could be as simple as that. Just whatever you have planned for the next month or two, right? Do it. All right, do it. That's the invitation for you. Yeah, that's it. Wow, short. So that's it for A3. Thank you so much for playing. I hope that this has been helpful. Peace, love, and light. All right, so now we are doing A4. Okay, A4, your message for today is okay. How do I say it? Trust is coming up, and dance with yourself. Dance with yourself. Interesting. Okay, trust and dance with yourself. Anything else? Turn your gaze away from whatever you're focusing on right now, whatever is occupying your thoughts. Turn your gaze away from that and give it, like, the word is allow yourself to get out there, have fun, and dance with yourself. Yeah, I feel like there's it feels not blocked, a little blocked. Yeah, it feels like you've been stifled. It feels a little constricting. I don't know. Have you been giving yourself a hard time? Putting yourself on a pressure, some kind of pressure. Yeah, it feels there's just, the energy is just yeah. Yeah, you're invited to give yourself a break from whatever it is that is occupying your mind at this time, and just not to diminish whatever it is that you're thinking about, or whatever it is that is occupying your mind. But the invitation, the message is, don't take yourself too seriously. Don't take yourself too seriously. Don't take yourself too seriously. And go out there and give yourself those times to play and just be a child again. Yeah, that's really coming and strong. Yeah, be a child again. Connect with your inner child. Go out, dance with yourself, dance yourself silly. and let your hair down, so to speak, and just be wild, be free, be you, without the pressure, the constraints, the whatever it is that is troubling you. And this is not to say that you're not, you do not care about whatever it is anymore, but every once in a while, right? Give yourself a break and connect with that, because that will open up the flow of energy, and that will bring in new energy. And the more that we are inspired, the more that we are feeling alive and joyful and happy, the more that we can receive, you know, downloads of inspiration, right? The more that we can access our creativity and wisdom and joy, and the more that we can, you know, you'll see a different way of attacking or, you know, like finding new solutions for whatever it is that you were thinking about, right? So that's, yeah, so that's the invitation. Yeah, again, like, you know, take whatever resonates. If it doesn't, leave it. All right, okay, so that's it. Yes, so that's it. Thank you so much for playing. Peace, love, and light. All right, and now we're doing A5. All right, A5. The message for you is okay. So whatever it is that is, how do I say it? There may be a surprise coming in for you in the next coming days. um yeah, so the invitation is to be in that hopeful anticipation, and just be open to life surprises. Be spontaneous, connect with your spontaneity, and allow yourself to be surprised in the best possible ways by God, by life, by the universe, and also allow yourself to receive, all right. um, and really see how you have been blessed, right? Seeing this from the smallest to the biggest blessings that life is giving you. So basically, it's the invitation is seeing how blessed you are right now, and celebrating that, celebrating you, celebrating how life is celebrating you. Yes. All right, so that is, yeah, there's just something that is coming, like something. I don't know what it is, but yeah, so be in that hopeful anticipation, and I, yeah, like, you know, every morning and throughout the day, just asking yourself, or be in that wondering state, oh, what will life bring me today? I wonder what life will give me today, what surprise awaits me, and just be in that state of hopeful anticipation, of excitement and anticipation. All right, anything else? Yeah, so just a note on this, right? So we are in that state of hopeful anticipation, and at the same time, be detached to the outcome. Okay, don't get too attached and be obsessed about like the what, the when, or whatever, right? Like, just allow yourself to be in that state, and then don't expect anything, like, and like, be attached to that expectation. All right, it's just allow yourself to feel, and then release it to the universe and let it go, and then go on to whatever you're doing throughout that day. All right, don't get too obsessed with it, because then it will be a different sort of energy. All right, yeah, and again, like every little thing, from the smallest to the biggest things, be grateful and celebrate it. Celebrate that, oh, life is given me this, oh, life has given me this, oh, life has given me this, and celebrate that. All right, be in that state. All right, so that's it. Thank you so much for playing. I hope that this has been helpful. Peace, love, and light. Okay, so A6, your message for today is so there is something that um, there's something that wants to be discovered, uncovered, recovered from within. So you're invited to connect with whatever it is that wants to arise. And we do this by journaling, by meditating, praying. If you're not into writing, you may also want to try like this, like hitting record on your phone, opening your camera, your phone app, right? And then hitting record or the sound recorder, and then just record yourself talking out loud and just allow yourself to talk freely, whatever arises, right? It's just like having a conversation with yourself and see what comes up. All right, there's set the intention at the beginning that you're ready to listen, you're open to receive whatever message it is that wants to arise from within, and then hit record and then flow. All right, and then same with writing. If you're more into writing, write it down. All right, and then yeah, do that, and just see what will come up. I'm also receiving well, there's really no specific like goal, or like, yeah, there's nothing specific coming up, but it's just for the sake of exploration and discovering something, and it may be different from each one of you. So again, like, take it as it resonates, and if it feels aligned, do it. But that's the invitation to go within and allow yourself to discover more, or discover more of what wants to come up within. Yeah, there's something else. There's A6. You're about to embark on you're about to embark on a new adventure, or maybe you are already embarking on a new adventure. By new adventure, I mean that something different, like an up leveling of yourself. And there's something that wants to arise within you, something that you have yet to discover about yourself, or maybe you have discovered it about yourself before but have not really put your attention to it, and now you're being invited to connect with whatever that is, whatever that part of you is, and allow that to be expressed through you. Yeah, there's also the message of whatever brought you to where you are now will not bring you to wherever you need to go. Don't limit yourself to what it is you know now, and release whatever it is that's been holding you back. And by holding you back, the word that comes up is that your safety zone, right? Your status quo. um, is coming up. So there might be something there for you to explore. Um, yeah. Yeah. So that's it for A6. Thank you so much for playing. I hope that this has been helpful. Again, take whatever resonates and leave the rest. Peace, love, and light. All right, and last for letter A, for batch A, we are doing A7. So A7, your message is okay. So A7, A7, A7. After this, yeah. Okay. Message for A7 is bring your gifts out into the world. Bring your gifts out into the world. It's like this I'm receiving the sense of like you're invited to give more of whatever it is that you've been hiding from the world, so to speak. Maybe you're feeling called to serve in a different way, or to share your gifts to the world, but something has been holding you back, or maybe you're doing it in, not just a small scale, with your family and friends, but there's an invitation for you to bring yourself more out into the world, allowing the world to see you, to experience you, to feel you. And of course, this will be different from everyone. This could very well be like, I don't know, it could be as simple as, like, for example, in your workplace, maybe you're not the type of person who usually share your thoughts and opinions, but right now the invitation is for you to allow yourself to be seen and to be felt by your team, and freely share your thoughts and opinions, because they do matter. They do hold value for the team. Or it could be something about, if you're active on social media, maybe sharing more of your gifts in social media, writing or doing videos, or I don't know, you're maybe a digital creator, right? So bring it out and share more of it to the world. Or maybe it could be um you know volunteering, doing volunteer work, and sharing your gifts in that way, your talents in that way. Or it could be, putting yourself out there and offering your services to the world. Like, it could go different direction, but the point is for you to share more of yourself to the world, right? It's leaving your cocoon, leaving the safety of your cocoon, and not really hiding and playing small, but really going out and shining your light and sharing your gifts to the world, allowing the world to experience you, to feel you, to see you, to hear you, to really get a feel of your energy, whatever that means for you. All right? And however it resonates for you. All right? It's not an invitation to, do something that you're not yet comfortable with, right? Like, this is not about pushing ourselves to do something that doesn't feel aligned. So again, like, check in, because it will be different for everyone. Like, but yeah, really connect with yourself and ask, like, what is wanting to come up, right? And then it will tell you, right, that impulse, that pull, you're being inspired to do something keeps on showing up in your outer reality, whatever it is. All right, so do that. That's the invitation for you, A7. Thank you so much for playing. I hope that this has been helpful. Peace, love, and light. All right, so for B1, all right, for B1, your message is, so you are full of energy, right? You have an abundance of energy. However, are you focusing on the things that would serve you and your highest good? So that could be a yes, that could be a no, right? Whatever your situation is. But that is the invitation for you. That is a message for you today. Just check in with yourself. Like, where are you putting your energy into, right? The So we cannot really, in ideal world, we're doing things that really, makes us come alive, that we feel truly aligned with, that we are so passionate about, that lights up our soul, that makes us dance, sing, and shout and sing to the heavens. But there are also things here in the real world that we have to do things that may not be as fun, or may not be, something that we may not, if we have a choice, we're not going to do it, but we have to, right? And those are things that are necessary for us to, be a responsible adult in this world, right? um and then there are those activities that really drains our energy, right? That really suck our soul dry. So the thing is that we need to do more of what makes us come alive, what brings us more energy, right? And if you are doing more of the things that doesn't really serve your highest good, that makes you feel drained and tired all day, even though you've been resting, or maybe you're not even resting because you're doing these things, the invitation for you is to ask yourself, how can you inject or add more activities to your days so that you are doing more of what gives you joy, what gives you more energy. Because if we do those things, then we will have more energy to do the things that we don't really feel we want to do, right? But if we continue just doing those things that drains our energy, then we won't have more to give, and we will find ourselves burnt out, totally drained, and just checking out of life. You know what I mean? Right? And so we will be stressed, burnt out, and will want to just not do anything, right? So yeah, so that's the invitation for you today and for the coming month, to check in and see how's your, like, what's the ratio, right, of the things that you're doing. Are there more of things that gives you more energy? Are there more activities? And not just activities, but the people that you surround yourself with, and also what you're consuming, the food, the media, the conversations that you're a part in, the community you're in. Like, all those things add up, and they do affect your energy. So that's it for B1. Oh, I forgot to say, so of course this is message download for the collective, so please take only what resonates and leave the rest. All right, so I hope that this has been helpful. Thank you so much for playing. It's love and light. All right, so now we are doing B2. The message for B2 is, how are you speaking with yourself? What are the words that you're uttering, right, in the silence of your mind? That is pretty paradoxical, but when you're alone, when you're by yourself, right, those are the things that really gives an impact, like that really leaves an impact with us, right? How we talk to ourselves, what are the words that we utter, right? About how we're describing ourselves and how we are describing our reality. Yeah, like our words are very powerful. You know, our words create our reality, right? And so the message, the invitation for you is to observe and notice how you're speaking, the internal scripts that you have, and also what you're verbally speaking out loud when you're talking to yourself or you're talking amongst, different people, right? What kind of conversations are you having with yourself and with others? Because sometimes, right, we just don't catch ourselves just because it's so, natural for us to react to whatever outside stimulus that we encounter, right? And sometimes we don't realize that we're speaking something that could not be aligned with the reality that we want to bring in, right? That we are speaking low vibrating, low frequency words, right? So these are things like, are you complaining? Always complaining. Just complaining, right? Are you just repeating the same old story over and over again, right? Something that happened 3 weeks ago, you're still repeating it, and you're still, sharing the story, maybe unconsciously wanting to receive, to be validated that whatever bad thing you experience, whatever your reaction is, that it is the right reaction, wanting to gain sympathy. I mean, I'm not saying that this is what's happening with you, but it's just an example, right? So try to observe yourself when you're speaking within and outside of yourself, right? The conversations you're having, what are the words that you're speaking to existence? Don't just describe your reality. I mean, I'm not saying that we just, deny what is happening, or, we put on our rose tinted glasses and we, spiritual bypass and just always think positively and just good vibes only. Heck no. Heck no. This is not about that. There is value in acknowledging what is happening, right? And in seeing things as they are so that we can get a good picture of the landscape of our reality. However, don't just focus there. Once you have described it, once you have a clear picture of what is, then shift your focus to how you can transform your current reality and build something out of it, something good out of it, right? You're not just describing your reality, but you're also rewriting, or you're authoring a new reality for yourself, right? So speak things into existence, right? So that's how we can co-create with the universe, or one of the ways that we can co-create with the universe, right? Through the words that we're speaking, right? Because words hold a certain frequency, a certain vibration, and we want to speak more words that would bless us, that would elevate us, that vibrates in the same frequency of love and peace and joy and abundance and healing, right? And forgiveness and all that. So that is the invitation for you, B2. I hope that this has been helpful. Again, please take only what resonates and leave the rest. Thank you so much for playing. Peace, love, and light. All right, so now we are doing B3. The message for B3, those who chose B3 is there is an abundance within you and around you. Are you seeing it? Right? Because sometimes we are so focused on seeing what is not present in our lives, right? What is lacking, that we do not see what we already have in our lives, that we do not see how truly abundant we really are. Right? The fact that you are here, you're alive, you're breathing, you have a roof on your head, you're able to watch this video, meaning that you have access to internet, to electricity, to a gadget, right? And you're able to do the work that you're doing, you're able to have food on your table, you have your family, your friends, your community, you have yourself, you have your connection with God, your relationship with God. There's so much to be grateful for. And this is not to say, or this is not to, spiritual bypass and just, deny that, there are things that we do need, right, to elevate our lives. Case in point, does the state of our economy, the uncertainty in our government, that the chaos that is happening in the world, the scare in our health, like all these things are, yes, they are happening, and they do affect us. They do affect us, and some people are more privileged to have access to more resources. That is true. Some people do not have, they can barely survive, and that is a reality. And I am feeling, I'm getting the sense that this group is those people who can really feel the pain of the world, right? You see what is happening, and you're not just hurting for yourself and for your family, but you're hurting for the world. And I do want to honor you, and I do want to thank you for having that big open heart to hold space for what is happening in our world today. And I think the message is coming through for you because it's a reminder that for you to hold space for what is, you need to also hold space for the abundance that is already present in our world today. For the abundance that is rooted and grounded with the divine, with God, with Mother Gaia, with the universe, right? We live in an abundant universe. Because if we don't connect with that, with the abundance of this universe, of God, of life within us and around us, then what is happening in the world today will consume us. right? And it will not serve anyone any good. Because if I'm getting the sense that you're holding space for the collective, that you're feeling this, you're opening yourself to feel this pain, this collective suffering, then you are here because you're here to do something about it. You're here to serve a bigger purpose for the collective. And I think that's why this message is coming through, because it's an invitation for you to renew your sense of hope and faith and trust in the abundance of the universe. Because again, it's so easy to see what is happening in the world today and get lost and be consumed by the anger, by the hate, by the frustration of not seeing anything, right? Of things just breaking down and being consumed by the people in, in higher power and those who want to take advantage of others. Anyway, oh, that took a different turn. Wow. So let's just breathe that in. Okay, let's just breathe that in because that was really strong and intense. Whew. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I honor you. Thank you for gracing us with your energy, with your presence in this collective message download, and thank you for holding space and for the work that we're doing, whatever it is, right? Big or small, it doesn't matter, but just your energy, your presence in this world is doing something to uplift the vibration of the collective, and that is making a difference in the world. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for playing. Peace, love, and light. Alright, so now we are doing B4. So the message for B4 is, when did you last make time for solitude? Is that right? Like when is the last time that you made time for solitude? Yes. I hope that sentence is correct. Anyway, yeah, so the invitation is like you're being invited to spend time with yourself, and it doesn't have to be, like long periods of time, days or weekend or whatever. I mean, it will be great if you can do that, right? But I know that we also need to work with our schedules, right? But just giving yourself that permission to be by yourself and connect within and connect with the divine, right? Allowing yourself to receive messages from God, from the universe, from whatever higher source you believe in, right? And being okay with stillness, with silence, with solitude. Like limiting your outside stimulation, and really putting yourself in a cocoon, right? So you can just focus on you and focus on your connection with the divine. And then allowing yourself that time that downtime, that me time, that sacred me time. For whatever reason, it will be different for everyone, but it will really be beneficial for you to do this, especially in the next coming months, as we end 2023, and really getting into that reflective mode, in that contemplative mode, and seeing what is unfolding, in your life at this time. Yeah. Anything else? No. Okay, thank you. All right, so that's it. That's it. Short and sweet and straight to the point. All right. So thank you so much, B4. I hope that this has been helpful. Thank you for playing. Peace, love, and light. All right, so now we're doing B5, and the message for B5 is whatever you're thinking about, like whatever is arising in your reality right now, you're being asked to take a leap of faith. Take a leap of faith and say yes. Right? Even though you're not yet sure of what the outcome will be. Not that we can ever be sure of what the outcome is, right? Yeah, like you're invited to just trust in yourself, to know what you need to know, to do what you need to do, and to figure it out along the way. And you're also being asked to trust God that, you know, you are guided, you are protected, you are provided for, and your life is happening for you. It's happening to serve your highest good. Whatever is happening, you know, whatever you receive, whatever, like however your life will unfold, it's all for your highest good, and also the highest good of all, right? Of all involved. And so, yes, you're being asked and invited to trust and take that leap of faith. All right. Anything else? Yep, that's it. All right. So thank you so much, B5. All right. Thank you for playing. Peace, love, and light. All right. And now we're doing B6. And so the message for B6 is your prayers are answered. It is done. Claim it. It's yours. All right. It may not be how you have imagined it or how you want it to be, but your prayers are being answered as we speak, and you're invited to release whatever expectations or pictures of a certain outcome you may have, and just allow yourself to see what is coming up in your reality, and allow yourself to receive the blessings, right? How your prayers are manifesting in your life, right? Yeah, it may come as a surprise for some of you. I'm not sure like what it is, but I am getting a sense that for some of you, it may come as a huge surprise because you're not expecting it to be this way or that way, but you know, the universe is like wants to surprise us, right? And so that is your invitation, right? That is your message. First and foremost, it's done, claim it, it's yours. And then allow yourself to see how these things, whatever you prayed for, how it could manifest in your life and receive it, right? So that's it. Anything else? All right. Thank you so much. All right. So thank you so much for playing. I hope that this has been helpful. Peace, love, and light. So now we're doing B7, and the message for B7 is okay. I'm getting a sense of there's something not sitting well. Like there's this discomfort and like I'm being stretched and oh, that is not a good feeling. Yeah, it's not comfortable. It's an uncomfortable stretching, basically. However, it's not, it's actually that uncomfortable stretching of growth that is happening within you, for you, in you, right? It's yeah, you know how you're being when you're being stretched, right? We're being stretched, it's uncomfortable when we're in a new terrain, right? When we're doing something totally new and we're not sure what is happening, if we're doing the right thing or not. We're, you know, we're just trying our best, right? And the message, the invitation for you is really to be present where you are right now and allow yourself to be in that state of uncomfortable stretching because you're growing. You're growing and you're realizing so many things about yourself. You're discovering so many things about yourself. And for some, it may be something that is not quite pretty, right? Not quite pretty, not quite good for us to realize because we're seeing a different side of us, or maybe we're seeing something that is not, basically it's showing us a different part of ourselves that we'd rather not show to the world. Something that we've been hiding, something that we have rejected, something that we have denied about ourselves, something that we even thought that, oh, that can never be me. But really, there's a part of you that is actually that kind of person. And all this is being revealed, right? Because you're being invited to see a different side of you that is emerging for your expansion, for your highest good, for your next level of evolution. And it may be uncomfortable, it may not be pretty, it may not be ideal for some. Again, take whatever resonates, leave the rest. But the point is to be in that uncomfortable stretching and trust that in this space, you are growing. You are growing and you are evolving, right? We allow ourselves to be pulled in different directions and see what will emerge from that. All right? um anything else? There's also hmm, I'm 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 sensing a you're not, this may be for a specific person, again, take what resonates, leave the rest, but there is someone where you're not fully you're not fully seeing the gift of this stage that you're in. Yeah, you're not seeing it yet, and you may think that you're being blocked, or that you're being redirected, or you're being self-sabotaging. You're not. It's actually just a part of the growing process, of the unfolding, of the becoming. You're not being redirected. You're being asked to stay the course and see what will unfold, see where it will bring you, where this season will bring you. Yeah, that is coming strongly for someone specifically. This is a very specific message. So, yeah. Anything else? Yeah, you're on the right track, you're on the right path, you're just on schedule, like everything is going as it should, right? According to God's divine plan and divine schedule. So you're invited to be in this space for now. It's uncomfortable, but it's where you're supposed to be for your highest good. All right. Anything else? Yeah, that's it. All right. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much for playing. Again, take whatever resonates and leave the rest. Thank you for playing. I hope that this has been helpful. Please love and light. All right. So the message for those who chose C1 is, where in your life are you needing to bring more balance and harmony right now? So this could be your health, this could be your finances, your relationships, or maybe you're focusing on one area and you need to balance it out with another area. It will be different for each one of you. So again, like, see within and see how it resonates with you. So basically, the invitation is, you're being invited to bring in more balance in your life, right? It might mean slowing down, or maybe you're being invited to take more action, be more active, right? Maybe you're being invited to have time for yourself, or maybe you're being invited to, go out and connect with others, have time for socialization. Maybe you're being invited to just stop consuming and just allow what you have consumed so far to be, to settle in your body, to be integrated, to process what you've been learning. Or maybe you're being invited to get out there and find a new course, a new program to join. Again, this will be different for everyone, right? So ask yourself, see how it resonates with you, and notice what comes up as you listen to this video, right? and see where in your life are you being invited to bring more balance and harmony. All right. Um, yeah, that's it. All right, so that's it. Thank you so much for playing. I hope that this has been helpful. Peace, love, and light. Right, so now we're going to share the message for those who chose C2. For those who chose C2, your message is yeah, connect with your intuitive guidance, with your intuitive knowing. You may be too much in your head, overthinking, overanalyzing, and your invitation is to take a step back, right? Take a step back and connect within and seek the wisdom of your intuition, of your inner guidance, and also to be aware of how you're being led, the messages you're receiving around you, like the messages you're receiving through the people around you, the messages from videos like this, from what you're reading, from what comes into your outer reality. That's also an invitation for you to be more in tune with the synchronicities that is happening in your environment, in your life. And yeah, there's a need to trust yourself more, trust the guidance that you're receiving, and not too much on seeking proof from the outside world, validation from others. Not that they're not important. I mean, yes, consider them. However, your invitation at this time is to trust more your heart, your intuition, your spirit, your wisdom, your inner guidance. To tune into the wisdom of your heart. To turn your gaze inward and beyond the current reality. There's something that has been trying to get your attention for a long while now, and you're invited to turn inwards so that you can receive whatever that message is. Yeah. Anything else? Yeah, thank you. So that's it. Yeah, so that's it. Take what resonates, leave the rest. All right. So I hope that this has been helpful. Thank you so much. Peace, love, and light. All right. So now we're going to do C3. So for those who chose C3, your message is allow yourself to pursue the passions of your heart. Yeah, there might be something that you've been wanting to try out, to do something new, to go on an adventure, to see things, how it will unfold, to bring in more newness into your life. Your invitation is to allow yourself the freedom to be, right? To be whatever that means for you, whatever that means for you, however it resonates with you. And also, there may be something that you're how do I say it? Like, there may be something that you've been wanting to try out for a long time now, but you've been for whatever reason you're not able to do it. You were not able to do it before, but it feels like things are opening up for you. Like, there's more space for you to be more adventurous, be more spontaneous, be more creative, be more free with your choices. However, you're somehow stopping yourself. I don't know. It feels like it feels like self-imposed. It feels like there's nothing stopping you but yourself. For whatever reason, I don't know. Yeah, you're invited to break yourself free from your self-imposed shackles, whatever that means for you. And really allow yourself the freedom to just be and enjoy the moment and be with the moment, right? Allow life to flow through you, to be expressed through you, however that means for you, right? To connect with your passion, with your creativity, with life. Right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm receiving, like, let your inner child come out and play. Let your inner child come out and play. Sing, dance, have fun, be silly, connect with the joy of not knowing, of just being in the moment and having fun, and seeing the beauty in life, and celebrating life and celebrating the gift of you. Yeah, that's it. Alright, so I hope that this has been helpful. Thank you so much for playing. Peace, love, and light. So message for C4 is alright, okay, till your land, till your soil, and set your eyes on the harvest. Keep your eyes on the prize while you're making progress. Yeah. So it's like you're being invited to continue your steady progress, right? Continue your steady progress, continue doing what you're doing, and whenever it feels like nothing is changing, nothing is progressing, there is change, there is progress, right? There is change, there is progress, and it may not be visible as we're going through our day-to-day, work, right? But over time, right, the work that we're doing, it's compounding, right? It's building on top of each other, and what you're really building here is a strong foundation for the future. And so the invitation for you is that keep your eyes on the prize. Whatever it is that you're working towards, build on the foundation of that, right? And building the foundation takes time, it takes consistency, it takes, and of course you want it to be sustainable for yourself and your future self. You want it to be really stable, to really, like, whatever happens in the future, it will be rock solid. And that is what you're building right now. And it may not seem enough, or it may not seem like you're doing enough. I'd like to invite you to challenge that thought, right? To challenge it. I'm not going to tell you that that's bull, but my invitation for you is to challenge yourself. Is this true? In what ways could this be not true for yourself, right? And then list down how you're actually making daily progress and how you're really building your foundation and what is the effect of that, right? Imagine your future self, like you're already enjoying the fruits of your labor, you're already enjoying your harvest. How were you able to go into that stage, right? What helped you, right? And then backtrack it. And then that's what you're doing now, right? Is that what you're doing now? If it's not, then maybe you need to shift, right? But really the invitation is to keep going, keep on the journey, right? You're progressing, you're building a strong foundation for yourself, for your future self, and for, whatever goals you have. Keep your eyes on the prize, and allow yourself to be inspired by whatever is coming, right? Especially during the times when you feel like giving up, when you feel like nothing seems to be working, like when you're not seeing any progress or metric of success. Speaking of metric of success, you get to choose how to measure your own success. And if you get to choose, then would you choose something that is dependent on outside of yourself or dependent on what you can control? You know what I mean? Like, we cannot really predict the outcome of the work that we're doing, right? But, like, for example, if you're a service provider, right, you cannot predict the outcome of how many clients we can have, or like what our income profit will be, or revenue. But you can predict the input that you're giving, how you're showing up. So if you're going to choose that as your metric of success, right, and then it will be more expansive for you. You'll be more inspired to keep on going, right? So keep on tilling your soil, keep on tilling your land, right? I hope that makes sense. So yeah, and I hope that this has been helpful. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Thank you for playing. Peace, love, and light. Alright, so now we're doing C5, and the message for those who chose C5 is this. Build your confidence, in yourself and give yourself credit for where you are now, for how far you've come, for who you are becoming. Give yourself the grace, the compassion, the kindness, the love, right? As you continue on showing up and living your life. You have come a long way. You've come a long way. And you're invited to take stock of that, to really see the journey you've been in, and to celebrate you, to celebrate who you are, who you were, and who you've become. Celebrate you, and celebrate the strength, the courage, the resilience it took to be where you are now. And then seeing the strength that you hold within, trusting that it will carry you along your journey as you continue on your journey. You are greatly, 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 greatly celebrated. And you need to see it for yourself as well. Because it's so easy for us to overlook how we are, right? Who we are, who we've become, what we've been bringing to the table. It's so easy to overlook that. But really, you're here right now. What brought you here right now? That took lots of courage, strength, and resilience. And even more. Right? So see that and celebrate you. See that and trust that you will be okay no matter what. Because you have yourself. And you can bring yourself wherever life brings you. You'll be okay. You'll be safe. Right? Knowing that you have God, the divine, highest source, whatever you believe in, knowing that you have that higher power, that higher source, the divine strength to guide you, and you have yourself. You have yourself. That's it. So trust that you have that power within you. Right? Tune in, tap into that inner power, that inner sovereignty. And really see your power, your strength. Yeah, that's really coming on strong. All right, so that's it. Thank you so much for playing. I hope that this has been helpful. Peace, love, and light. And now we're doing C6. So for those who chose C6, your message is there's something that you're being invited to release, to let go of, to surrender to the divine. you're being invited to get clear on what is not serving you anymore. Get clear on what is it that's been holding you back and keeping you from being your fully expressed self. It's time for you to let go. It's time for you to release it. Because whatever it is, it has served its purpose to bring you to where you are now. It's being with you. For some, it may be something that has really helped you in the past, but now it's just stopping you from fully realizing your potential, from fully stepping into your next level of evolution. And so the invitation for you is to release, let go, surrender, and allow yourself to be renewed, to be birthed in your new becoming. It's time for you to step into your new beginning without your baggages, without the things that have been holding you back. Old identities, old stories, old programming, old relationships that are not serving you anymore. Let them go. It's time. Yeah. And then I'm getting a sense that for some of you, if not all, like if not most of you, like it's this has been a process for you that you've been you've been in the releasing process for quite some time. And I feel like this message is just a confirmation that you're now on the last stretch, right? Your heart is fully ready, and it's really whatever you're feeling right now, whatever sadness or grief that you may be feeling right now, it could very well be, a remnant of what was. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're still holding on to it, right? It may still be living inside your body, your energy, and the invitation for you is just to acknowledge it, right? Acknowledge it and honor it and thank it, and then allow it to be released, right? Allow it to let it go, to be on its merry way, right? You don't need to do anything. Just acknowledge it, thank it, and then allow it to go. And sometimes we just really need to, to allow ourselves to feel the sadness, to cry it out, and that's okay as well, right? That's okay as well. So yeah, someone needs to hear that, because I'm getting a sense that you might be thinking that, oh man, I've been working on this for such a long time, why is it still here? What am I doing something wrong? What else do I need to do? This is your message that there is nothing for you to do anymore, but just to be and allow it to be fully processed and released in its own time, right? Just breathe it out. That's it. Okay? And then continue on your day. Alright? Because sometimes that's just what it means, right? It's just a remnant, and it doesn't necessarily mean that it has a hold on you or that it's still affecting you somehow, right? So yeah, anything else? Yeah, there could be someone here that may need to give yourself permission to give yourself permission to be in this space for a certain period of time. It doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, it's like giving yourself the time, whatever time you need to heal, to grieve, to process, to release, because it won't happen overnight, right? And it's not linear. It could, you know, it could be one day you'll be okay and then the next you're not. It's okay. It's part of the process. You're not doing anything wrong, and allow yourself, you know, give yourself that grace, that time to be in this space. All right. And don't be hard on yourself. It says, don't be hard on yourself. Allow yourself the grace and the compassion to be in this space, to give yourself lots of love and kindness and really tenderness, you know, to hold space for yourself as you feel all the feelings, right? Allow all the emotions to come up and be released. It's a difficult purging, right? And it will really take a toll on you, speaking from personal experience. And so if you need to rest, if you need to cry it out, if you need to just be disconnected from the world, give yourself what you need at this time. Care for yourself, self-love, self-care, self-compassion. Give it to yourself. All right. Anything else? That's it. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for playing. I hope that this has been helpful. Again, take only what resonates and leave the rest. All right. Thank you for playing. Peace, love, and light. So for those who chose C7, your message is, your invitation for today and for the coming weeks and month is, how are you looking at what's happening in your life right now? What is the lens that you're using to see your world, to see your reality, to see the world within and outside of you? It's an invitation for you to take a step back, and it's like taking inventory of where your focus is, where your energy is, how you're perceiving the world, how you're seeing the world around you, how you're experiencing your life. It could be all of this, or just one. Like, take what resonates with you. But yeah, there's something about taking stock of where you are now, and how you are perceiving things, how you are looking at things. It's not necessarily right or wrong. It's just that you're invited to be the observer of yourself, to see beyond what you're currently seeing at this time. Yeah, it's I guess it's more like I'm getting the sense of it's an invitation for you to check in with yourself, and just to see, okay, am I still on track? Am I still aligned? Is what I'm are the things that are the things that are true for me before still true to me right now? I feel like those are the questions that you may want to explore during this time. Yeah, there's something about perspective and seeing things as they are, and seeing things in an expanded view of where you are right now, if that is making any sense. um yeah, very interesting, very interesting. It's not, I am not receiving any specific thing, just that invitation for you to check in with yourself and take stock of where you are now, and having that awareness for yourself first and foremost, and then from there seeing what will arise, what will unfold. Interesting. All right, so I hope that has been helpful. Thank you so much for playing. Please love and light. And with that, we are done. Wow, 21, yeah, 21 channeled messages. Whew. Thank you so much, everyone, for allowing me to channel these messages for you. I hope that you received value. Again, take what resonates, leave the rest. And I'm setting the intention that this is, a timeless download. So whenever you feel the need to, come check it out, I invite you to check it out and see if, you're being pulled to check out a different letter number combination, and maybe there's a new message for you to receive whenever that is in the future. All right, so that's it for me today. Thank you so much, everyone. I invite you, if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, if you're feeling my energy and if you want to hear more, hear more of my ramblings, feel free to subscribe to my channel. And I also have some offerings for you if you feel that, my message, this message downloads resonated with you, and you want to have a more personalized experience with me. I also do one-on-one, so individual sessions. So just connect with me and I'll be happy to share more. So anything else? Yeah, so that's it for me. Thank you so much again for playing. Peace, love, and light.